Hey, how's everyone doing? Big Rig here. Hope you had a really nice 4th of July weekend. I had a shift on the 4th, but I had Sunday off, so we had a really nice day. Got out of the area for a little bit, and it was a nice cool drive along the coast, which we all kind of needed. It was kind of cool though. The night before the holiday on Friday the 3rd, um, while at the terminal, I heard coming from a venue by the Queen Mary in Long Beach, the band Primus playing. I think I figured it out when I caught the bass line to John the Fisherman, and by the time they got to Winona, I had at least recorded audio for one song, which it was pretty cool. I initially wasn't going to shoot a video until the end of the summer, but one of the Kickstarters I've pledged to, I got in touch with the artist, and it turns out that he won't even be done uh, with his inks until like August, so probably won't even get the book until October. It's a little long to wait, especially since one of the Kickstarters already has arrived. So let me just get a little something to drink here. Oh, water's fine. I got a package or two in the mail, so we'll lead up to that Tarot Witch the Black Rose Kickstarter, and I'll also share a book I got on my birthday. Just kicking it off. This is a bundle of books I put together from a seller. This is the Witchblade Tahiro manga, issue 11. I thought this was pretty great. Pretty cool looking cover. I haven't really read any of the Top Cow manga style stuff, but I saw this book and I threw it in with what I was picking up. Right here we got Vampironica issue 5. I love all the Archie horror stuff. I wasn't too crazy with Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Show, but that book's still really good. I just thought this was a really nice Ronnie Lott cover, holding the human heart, wearing her leather. Pretty horrifically cool cover there. Oh yeah, so this is a book I own the material to in a trade paperback form, but it's cool to see Kevin Eastman draw the Ninja Turtles in the 1987 cartoon style. It would be really cool to get him to autograph and remark this. And the neat thing is, when he draws the turtle remark, you could actually request that he draw on the pupils, the black of the eye, like he did. Yeah, it's cool because usually he's drawing the turtles with their the red bandanas and no first name initial on their belt buckle. So that was a nice one. We got here. I haven't looked at any of this stuff yet. I just kind of took it out of the packaging. Oh, that's a nice hack and slash. What does that say? Kill Your Idol. Cool cover. I think it might be a Tim Seeley. Yeah, it's definitely silly. I can just tell by Cassie's face, for sure. So here's the Hughes cover. A. Hughes. I never picked up, but Vampirella hanging upside down. I don't even know what volume this is from, but it's an issue 1, which doesn't say much. Dynamite started over with the numbering at least 12 times by now. But I always liked this cover. Just never pulled the trigger on it. But you know, when you're buying a bundle of books, it does kind of help, and you get the incentive of well, if I keep adding stuff, at least there won't be more shipping, and maybe I'll get like a little percentage off. Request combined shipping. We got here. Oh, cool. This is from Volume 2 of Zombie Tramp. This is a cover I never owned, actually. This was sort of why I was putting a lot of books together to buy from the seller, who's California based. Which is kind of nice. Got them like the next day. Yeah, I never. Oh, it's. Damn, is that correct? Signed from Mendoza, I think 2014. Yeah, I didn't discover this stuff until like 2017. Wow. Pretty good shape, all things considered. Yeah. So that's also kind of why I bought the I thought that they look cute together. They're my thumbnail right there. So, gotta love the brunettes of the world. Alright. Onward we march. Oh, I saw this. Bill and Ted's Day of the Dead cover B. George Carlin variant. You just gotta love Carlin as Rufus in the Bill and Ted movies. Not to be confused with Chris Rock's character of Rufus in the Dogma picture. But, yeah, man, I miss Carlin. So young right here, too. Ironically, Carlin was also in Dogma. He played like an archbishop or something like that. A man who christened his golf club to help his golfing score. All right. We have a nice Steve Mannion, The Bomb, issue 3 of 4. I own this book, but not this cover. Not this edition of the cover, I should say. I thought that was a really nice looking cover right there. His coloring style it's a lot like Hughes, you know, just practical. A lot of crayons and colored pencils. Break out some ink. Even like markers and stuff. I always like that one a lot. Here's another Bill and Ted book. Bill and Ted Present Death. I'm trying to figure out if this is like a specific artist. Reminded me of Arthur Sadum for a second. Cool cover. I didn't know too much about these Bill and Ted books by Opus Comics. I got this one for Davis. Giant size Spider-Man. It's a Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't know if you have this one. I think this cover is by Land. I forget his first name. It's not Mark Land. Thought that was a cool one. Put that aside for Mr. Comic Finds. Promptly tips over. Alright. AOD exclusive cover for issue 60. I really do like the Angel Lynch era of Zombie Tramp. Doza tank top. Pretty cool. Rain cover. Kind of some nice looking morbid stuff there. And you can see from the top of the umbrella that it seems to be raining blood. So it's a pretty crazy idea there. Alright, I know we've been saying only Stephen Hughes Lady Death, but this book was on there for like $2, and I do like this artist as well. So bent my rules a little bit. Sad truth is, eventually you do run out of Hughes Lady Death, but it's going to take years because he did a lot of covers. A lot. So it's going to be a long time before I run out of them to pick up. It's been fun. It's been fun buying these ones, I'll tell you that. This one is, I think this is a sketchbook, but really nice. Let's see what we got here. Chaos Comics. Might be a cover gallery, which I really won't complain about that too much. Especially in the cases of the times that he only does the cover. It's a great way to get a lot of Hughes quality artwork kind of fast. So yeah, these are great. Take a look at a couple more and then we'll move on. Beautiful. Maybe just one for the road. Look at this stuff for days. Are you kidding me? This one's right up my alley. Beautiful. Nice pickup there. Just, yeah, I wish there was a lot more of these to get, because that just feels good to get all those in one shot. And I saw this on the site, and Davis has been buying some Sam Keith. This is a farce cover, spineless, $20.99, and you got Spidey $20.99, you got Doom $20.99, and you got Punisher $2,099. Or maybe it says spineless $20.99. But yeah, Spider-Man themed and Sam Keith. I thought Davis wouldn't mind having that. And the last thing I got from this seller, I actually didn't know this was a magazine, but this is just a really cool cover of Spider-Man by McFarlane, made to look like a cover to Time magazine. And I only would sometimes kind of see this, but everything, man, even like the detail on the microphones is so sick. A nice perspective on the fingertips, really cool. Yeah, so got that one for friend. Oh yeah, and this is, I keep my my books out of their dust jackets when I'm reading them. I just finished this up a couple of weeks ago, but when I initially showed this, I didn't realize there was like a whole this is a whole interview with Brian Pulido about the early days of Lady Death, and some early drawings of Evil Ernie and Lady Death. And some like really early Stephen Hughes, Lady Death. Pretty cool. While I'm doing this, the hardcovers also show you I got this amazing book from my brother who's read this in the compact edition of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This is written by Tom King and illustrated by a Brazilian artist named Bilquist Evely. And her art is tremendous. And the coloring is really good by Matthias Slopes. But yeah, I've had this ready to read for almost 2 weeks and I just haven't made any headway on it, but I'm hoping to turn that all around soon. Decompress to this. I find I sleep so much better when I decompress to reading comics rather than scrolling on my phone. Don't get me wrong, I don't think any of us these days is immune to scrolling on our phone for like 15 minutes at a time, pretty standard. But when you can actually break away from it, you feel so much better. I don't know if it's that blue light that just poisons us all, but this is a trade I got because I really do like these Marvel Epic Collection trades. These are in full color. They're always pretty cheap, and I've found that the paper quality is really likable. This is Doctor Strange. This is crazy because this is like a volume 17. Volume 11, actually. But, you know, there's a lot of Doctor Strange to choose from. A lot of people would say, what are you doing with 11? Buy volume 1 and get the Steve Ditko stuff. But, anyway, it's like a $44.99 cover price. And you can get these for at least half off. So, I do like some 90s Doctor Strange. And just to give you a quick idea of what's in here. Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme 48 through 61 and Annual 3. Morbius, the Living Vampire 9. And material from Marvel Comics Presents 146. And Superheroes... and Marvel Superheroes 12 and 14. But... let's find a nice page. Here he is with, what's that entity's name? I have to think of the movie when he traps this entity in a continuous, like, repeat loop dimension. This ends now. I can't think of it. Maybe I can pick it up. Yeah. Dormammu. This ends now, Dormammu. And it's such a tight scene in the movie because he creates this vortex where he basically makes it where this like magic god being can't take it anymore, just being on a repeat. This ends now, Dormammu. It comes back out. This ends now, Dormammu.
Dormammu! I come to bargain! Dormammu! Dormammu! Dormammu!
And just never-endingly. And eventually, like, this super powerful, monstrous being... This is the Morbius material, by the way. Morbius, the Living Vampire 9. Eventually, he gets the entity Dormammu to craft and say, "Bitch, it's taking too long. Get out of here." So funny, man. That first Doc Strange movie was so good, man. You gotta you get into it, man. Like my brother and I, we really liked his apprentice, like Wong. Become like big Wong fans. And then Wong pops up in the Eternals, which is cool. So I bought a new magazine box. So I've been buying magazines again. Not really Wizard this time around, but what am I getting? It's like regular magazines, movie magazines. I got that one with the Obsession cover. I want to put away. But yeah, so anyway, I like all different kinds of Doctor Strange. I don't discriminate. We already have the hurdle of when you're growing up in the 90s, people were going to think that the comics that came out when you were young, that they suck, or that they ruin comics, or you get to be associated with the a-holes that wanted all the cover embossments and holographic chromiums. Like, man, we just went along. We didn't put our foot down and say this is what it's got to be. So anyway, yeah. Thank you again to my family for getting this Supergirl for me. This is a really nice deluxe edition. And I don't remember last time I read some Tom King. So anyway, let's move on to the next thing here, which I didn't prep that much. We wanted to start getting caught up on that HBO show, Barry, which turns out we hadn't watched for like 7 years. So we'd only ever seen like 2 seasons. And man, Bill Hader's so good. I forget what this stuff is. Actually, I remember. This is probably the Comic Journal magazines. Some vintage ones I bought. I really kind of fell in love with this Wolvie cover where he's holding a glass of beer and he is smoking a cigarette or something, or like a stogie, and it's really cool, man. I love seeing something kind of like meant for kids, and you got Wolvie with 2 vices on one. You may as well like be playing a hand of gin rummy and like watching watching Jean Grey leaning down to pick something up. So I don't have a lot of really old the comics journals, but I do know these were really good, and get a little hoity-toity with how they talk about comics, like getting like really wanting to talk about comics like really high art, but at the same time, you know, definitely, I don't know, being a little pretentious about it. Maybe that's all right though. Maybe they earn the right, but you know how it is. Like some people's comics, like growing up, like the guys that read Vertigo and thought everything else was horse's ass. And they're like, oh, we read sophisticated comics. Well, good for you. Bully to be you. I read Shadowhawk and Bone. Yeah. I think that stuff's better. Alright, so it's gonna start with some nice magazine bags, which I appreciate. Magazine bags can be a little tricky to get sometimes. Is issue 73 from July of like early 80s. Is that Carl Barks? He's drawing Porky Pig. Okay. Oh yeah, it feels good to put some magazines in. Here we got Popeye punching out the Incredible Hulk. Eat more spinach, a big green palooka. And the Green Hulk tweeting like Tweety Bird. That's issue 71. Covered by Peter Poplaski. That's pretty cool. And then we got the one I really wanted. Comics Journal 68. Alright, so Logan doesn't technically have his cigarette fired up, but he is holding one. Looks like a Virginia Slim or something, but yeah, this cover is really great. Discussing comics with Denny O'Neil, Roy Thomas, Len Wein, Julius Schwartz, Frank Miller, Dick Giordano, Luis Jones, and Jim Shooter. Storytelling: Jim Shooter versus Gene Colan. That's a solid Colossus. And you got like some nice Nightcrawler. It's just a cool cover. I saw this and I wanted a nice copy right away. Doesn't have to be graded or anything. I just wanted a good, clean copy that just really shows nicely. Good colors, and not a lot of white showing. Because when you're trying to enjoy a pure cover like that, you don't want a lot of damage interfering with what you're looking at. And because we have been on a little bit of a Doctor Strange enjoyment, we have the Comics Journal 69. Oh, this is saying, well, the art was done in 81 by Costin. Rest in peace, Wally Wood and Russ Manning. It's tough. It's tough losing legends, especially when you lose them in groups and pairs and stuff. So rough. Really nice painted cover though. Dark arts at work. Yeah, I'm really hoping to see the Supergirl movie soon. It's annoying how hard some people have come down on that picture. I don't know. I don't know if it's merited or not, but I would still like to see it. So this is the stuff from Ballant, and it's good to see. I just got a new magazine box, so it's good to see some stickers. And as I hoped, everything would be packaged really professionally. It seems to be the case. I used some red tape, which I do appreciate. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Some of these books are not individually bag and boarded. Okay. That's a little surprising, but it's okay. Most of them seem to be bag and boarded. Ooh, I hope that's not on the book. I'm already looking at some roughness right there. Oh well. I think there's an option where you can buy a top loader, but it gets expensive really dang fast. Having every book sent in a top loader. Anyway, kind of excited. So we don't have the Dan Mendoza I beat things with my face, and I had to really get caught up on how they're doing things at Still Ill Comics, because they're foregoing Kickstarter, which is good. We've kind of been saying that they don't really need that kind of crowdfunding platform anyway, and they're just basically like pre-ordering books from their site. So it's a little tricky, because when you're like pledging to something, you don't really know how the stretch goals work, or how much funding the project has got, and maybe they want it that way. I don't know, but it just seems like it's going to be a process. I might like sit out a couple of their projects. Right now they're doing Still Ill Princess, Still Ill Comics, Sad Girl Psycho Baby 9. So they're doing that right now. Maybe like when the next Zombie Tramp comes around, I'll plunk down a pre-order. But here we got Tarot Witch of Black Rose 145. It seems like Tarot is going the Kickstarter route, so I've been pledging it that way just to keep my run going. But here's issue 145. Really, 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 really nice. Really, 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 really. It's issue 146. And the story is called Monsters. So I got 145 because I didn't have 145 yet. And it's cool, like you can buy, I love it when they do it that way, where you can buy like the previous Kickstarter issue as long as you're pledging to the new one. It's just really smart. I can't imagine why more projects don't do that. It just seems obvious, right? Get me caught up. A beautiful profile. And Bride of Frankenstein, some werewolves, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man. Is the mummy back there somewhere? Oh, cool though. I love how only the female figure is in full color. Only Tarot is seen that way. Oh boy. I'm gonna say what issue this is. I'm really pleased to sponge by these books. I'm really glad that I can order from them. I think I pledged for this around Halloween 2025, so it's been about 9 months. And this has already been out for a while. I got a hold of Jim on a good place to get a hold of Jim Bellant is on Facebook. And I was like, are these out? And he's like, yeah, they've been out. And I messaged his wife, Holly Golightly, and fortunately they were able to, they found my my pledge, my order number, and they were out to me 10 days and nights later. But it seems like, don't be afraid to contact these artists, because sometimes you'll think, we're just waiting for this thing. Everyone's still waiting. But you don't want to be in that spot. Everyone's getting their stuff, and you haven't got yours yet, because you really got to get a hold of them and say, hey, I haven't gotten mine. You don't want them to think that everyone got theirs, so they start selling the surplus. Don't sell the book until everyone gets their copies. Speaking of copies, the reason that these are all together, I think, might have something to do with the fact that they're doubles. Ooh, I see a sketch. I see like a I don't know if it's a lithogram or something. It'd be too crazy. It would be too crazy if it was an original. I'd start going bonkers, bonkers for honkers. So yes, we already do have this one. Oh damn! Look at that. Ooh, that's so striking. Oh man, that'd be a sweet shirt. Okay. Yep, I got me a print. And here's also 146. Wait till you see the back of this one. Holy cow, that is cool. Nice touch. I'm impressed. I gotta go get a couple of bagging boards, but here's the print. I gotta cover it up. You just gotta, I don't know. Da, 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 da. Na na, mm 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 mm. 388 of 500. So really, really loving this little print here. It's crazy that they're all numbered individually. That's cool. They didn't just like do them all and then put out of 500 and just fill them all in with Bic ballpoint pen. Oh, they actually did the really nice way. Okay, we got one more little bundle, and then I think we got our freebies, which I'm really excited for. Man, the back of the covers are taking my breath away. I was thinking I wasn't going to pledge to anything for a while, but for this kind of quality, I was a little bummed out that Tarot is doing Kickstarters. I really like just pre-ordering my copy off of Diamond and getting it. But the fact that the books come out this nice makes it a lot easier. Okay. Yeah, I guess I got doubles. So, I don't remember ordering like 2 sets of this. That's okay. Got this one again. I think this one's new. No, I think we saw that one earlier too. It's alright. I'm not really good at putting the orders together. Like, when you're selecting the stuff you want, so many of these small sites, they seem really broken. And it's really easy to like say, well, it's already like finalizing my order. I'm like, yeah, I did want to get that one other thing. And you're like, whatever. Let's just get the pledge in. Oh man, so this is the free stuff. We have the Raven Witch. I'm gonna pill some of these tonight. Oh hell yeah! Oh man, it's cool. It's a really nice cover. I know PGH Josh is unfond of this cover. And this one right here. Damn. Right, here's a postcard. This is like some nice stuff. This isn't just like crappy freebies. Oh, damn, this is a big old magnet. I'm so happy I just opened this. And wow, we're still going. A couple of postcards. This is great. Maybe they felt bad they made me wait and they threw me extra goodies. And I got 2 versions of this. And you could send your body a nice postcard. I don't even... Do they still make postcard stamps? Or you just probably end up doing a forever stamp on that. But... Good old job, people at Broadsword Comics. I was afraid I was going to regret it, but man, I am really happy with the whole thing. Am I overwhelmed with glee that I kind of had to reach out and find out where my books were? Well, you know, that's kind of is what it is. But hey, sometimes, you know, you gotta reach out. You can't be afraid. You have to think, ah man, it's my favorite artist. I don't want them to not like me if I get after them about my stuff. No, just do it. Just do it. Because if you don't, you're only hurting yourself. They're already moving on to the next project. You got to make sure before they do that you get your stuff. Anyway, I think that's everything. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, the other Kickstarter stuff will kick in. But that was really nice. And yeah, I guess I should end the video now. Anyway, take care. Everyone have a great rest of July. And yeah, I can honestly say, if you can tie up like $40-50 for like 3/4 of a year, that the Kickstarter is being done over at Broadsword Comics are worthwhile. But make sure you follow up, because I actually did as well, and I'm glad it worked out. So take care, and yeah, have a great week.